ဟုတ်ပါပြောတယ်နှခမ်းနေပူတွေထားSo we are learning the usage of the verbs. So under that, we have already learned the three tenses: present tense, past tense, future tense, and three modes also: optative, condition, imperative. So after that, so infinitive also we have already, and gerund or absolutive. So now we are learning the participle. So the three types of participle: present participle, and past participle, and the here future participle. Only the last one we need to learn. So today we will learn that. Future participles, even though simply we call the future participle, but the meaning is not exactly future tense. Sometimes should be, can be, might be, or what to be, or about to be, such a. Based on the context, the meaning of that can be, understood. So that future passive participle. Actually, in grammar also only passive, not active form. So way of forming is actually simply to the root. Daba is added. For example, root gam and the daba gandaba, so it should be gone. And so root gam and the aniya gamaniya, and then neya for some root. Also we have land, we have form. So and then they are used as a passive. So for that form, only the causative or seven conjugated sign group, so we can get from the base form. So future passive participle mainly from the root. So to the root, the suffix daba or aniya, both of them can be added. For example, So rukar and the dabba. We are forming is exactly the same as the past participle. So ra is drop. We have the kadabba. So at the time, the meaning of the root is just to do or to make. But the meaning of those actually basically should be. So because of passive, instead of do, we can understand, done. So it should be done. So because of that, it is simply called the future passive participle. So they are adjective, that is why what should be done. What should be done or that should be done in this way, simply can be understood. So to, with the aniya, we have the karaniya. The meaning is the same. But because of ra, not become with the dot, karaniya. Okay, so we are forming is very simple. But with the, ya suffix, commonly that ya suffix or neya suffix. Also the same meaning, should be. But the one mostly added to those root ending in the R. Monosyllabic root like the, da or, nya and so, and then ba. So at that time, commonly those R is changed to the A. Ya also changed to the A, R also changed to the A. And then this ya become the double. So because of that, we have the, de, and then nye, and then be. So such a special change happened there. So the meaning of root that is give. That is an deya mean what should be given. So the meaning of runya is to know. That is what should be known. And the ruba is drink. What should be drunk. So in this way. But that ya suffix is, rarely can be found. Just some special form. So that is we are forming the future passive participle. And then one more information. Even though, in traditional grammar, even in the Pali-Easy mode, some modern grammar also, we could not find such information. But, so in the practical Pali grammar of the Charles Juranzen, so he introduced, so future active participle. So future active participles for the future base by adding the present participle suffix. So he said like that. So for example, simply so for example, rukar and then future tense is this, so it is inserted. So we have the correct setting. So from the correct setting, if we reduce this D, we have the correct base. Just introduction. So it's to notice his idea. So after that, so we have the crescent or if we have the mana, so Krisa mana. Okay, so Krisa mana, so will be do. So will be do or should be do, should be doing, will be doing. So in this way he introduced. So at the time, some example he provides. So in his book, but that form when we check in the original text, in his book, he provides this example. So, Ratha, Vicharasan, Sawake, Vinayam, Bhutu. So, this Vicharasan, he want to say that is future present participle form. Future active participle form. So, will be wondering. So in this way, he explained. So Sawake Vinayam Bhutu are giving instruction many students. So I will go here and there from this country to the other country. So I will move about here and there. But in tradition, that one is Adenobara of the Vijaray Sami. So in this, maybe because of that later, so that present participle form and the future active participle form and such a, Adenobara are the same form. So that is why, later you lost that form also can be understood. So tracing back his idea. So that Vijayasan also in the commentary explained as a Vijayasami. So here, Ratha, Vijayasami in the commentary. So Ratha, Vijayasami. So Devamanosa Bede, Bhutu Sawake. So in this way, so with the future tense, Brasapada. But in the original text, as Vijayasana Adenobara in this way can be found. But some modern scholars' idea, that one is future active participle form. This Vijayasana. Just noticing some scholars' idea. So agree with or not that point. Okay, so now we are forming that future participle forms are not so complicated. Only near form or near suffix are complicated. So now the usage of them. So those future passive participle form. So even though we say future, but not all the time future sense. The meaning can be understood is to be, ought to be, or fit to be, or must be done, or must be undergone, or should be done in this way based on the context can be understood. Not just where to do, where be going, not just where be doing, not that sense. Even though time is future passive. So the example are also already provided in your handout. So here future passive participle. So fitness, necessity, or obligation. Obligation must be. So obligation must be, surely, definitely should be done. So here, maya kadabba, kamma netita. Maya kadabba, kamma netita. So the activity should be done by me. So netita, finished, or already done. So in this, the work which was to be done by me is finished or is accomplished. So in this way, which has to be done. So sometimes can be understood as a passive sentence also. So which was to be done based on the content. And also, Saji so, de so, Oklabo hodi, so de so, Samiji dabo. Saji so, de so, Oklabo hodi, so de so, Samiji dabo. If the place is dirty, it ought to be swept. So Oklaba means become dirty, become messy. So Saji so de so Oklabo hodi, so de so that place, Samiji dabo. So ought to be swept, ought to be clean. So here future passive participle form is Samiji dabo. Here kadaba. So kadaba is connected with the gamma, that is a neural gender here. But Samiji dabo connected with the de so. So that is a masculine here. Actually, they are nature of the adjective. And then, now next example. So, na nawa beku asanina badi bahi dabba. Na nawa beku asanina badi bahi dabba. So, nawa beku. So, junior monks. So, junior monks should not be prohibited by places. So, junior monk also should be provided to junior monks. So, those places, seats also should be provided in this way. So ousted or prohibited badi bahi dabba or blocks or so here in this example, those kadaban, so samiji dabbo, badi bahi dabba. So those are future passive participle form. But not all the time should be done. So sometimes ought to be. So anyone of the fitness or necessity or obligation. So certainty, obligation must be. So in this way can be, understood. Okay, and then next. So that future passive participle must agree with the subject in gender, number, and case. So because they are adjectives, so that is why, the what they refer, the what they mean. So the general that word will be taken by those, so future passive participle forms. So that is why in previous example also we have already learned that. So in the first example, kadaban gamma. Gamma is neuter gender. So nominative singular, that is why kadaban. So here these are also nominative singular, but masculine. That is a samiji dabbo, nominative singular, masculine. And then here nawa beku. So nominative case plural, masculine. That is a badi bahi dabba. So nominative case plural, masculine in this way. So that means they are adjectives. And then so next item, it is much used impersonally. It is much used impersonally. Impersonally means bawa voice. So in English, only two voices. So active voice and then passive voice. And the impersonal voice. So active means, so category commonly in Pali grammar. Passive means gammani or gamma. Impersonal means bow. So actually simply to understand those voices, even though grammatically we say that active voice, passive voice, or impersonal voice. So active voice means in that sentence, the subject will be emphasized. Subject will be emphasized. So that is why. So subject and the object. So because of such a emphasis, so that subject will be denoted by the nominative case, and also that active verb also will be with the nominative case. The same gender number case in this way, but object will be with the accusative. Not the same as that verb form. So this one is actually verb. And then in the passive verbs, so object will be with the nominative case. This one also will be with the nominative case. You see such a similarity. But subject will be with the instrumental or genitive. So that means, that passive verb emphasize on the object. Here that emphasize on the subject in this active verb. But in impersonal verb, subject will be with the instrumental or genitive. Object will be with the accusative. So at the time, that impersonal verb, even though nominative, but neuter gender, only singular. So not the same as subject, not the same as the object. So that means no emphasis on the subject or object. That is why it is called the impersonal. So such a impersonal usage can be found in this the future passive participle form in Pali. So for that, commonly found with the Bhavita band. And also sometimes without using the that subject. So using the impersonal without subject. So kainu kadaba, what is to be done? Only just neuter gender singular, no object, no subject, without person also. And so itaja imani sudani desidabani. This one is actually passive, without finding out the subject also can be found. And so imina nayena wididabo. So it must be understood. This one also actually passive. Something maybe done more. Imina nayena wididabo in this way. So in some content can be found such a usage impersonally. So that impersonal usage is commonly with the bawidab. For example, okay. So subject, object, and the verb. So, okay, verb as a active. So we already know that Bodo, Dam, and they said it simply. Or they. Or they said, or maybe past participle forms, they see, da, we, or something like that. And then for the passive, so damo and the desiderable. And the bodena. And then one form can be found in the babbo or ababbo. Babbo. So one example. So arenyikena bhikkhuna. So Sanghe Sagaravena. So Arenyikena Bhikkhuna Sanghe Sagaravena Bhavidabba. So forest dwelling monk, so should pay respect to the Sangha. So should be respectful to the Sangha. Sagaravena. So here, Bhavidabban is even though future passive participle form, not the same as the here Bhikkhuna, and also no object there because Bhavidabban is intransitive root. So that is here. So nominative case, singular, and the neuter. You see. But so in English, so no passive, no future such a impersonal verb. That is why. So Arenyikena Bhikkhuna, the forest dwelling monk. as the active should pay respect. So to Sangha. So such a usage can be found in Pali Canon many times repeatedly. So that is impersonal verbs. So that one is coming from Mijima Banasa, Goliyani Sutta. So here the point I want you to got it is such a usage. So future passive participle form, but root is intransitive. That is why not passive sense, just impersonal verbs. So no active sense also. Commonly we don't use active meaning, but impersonally at the time that were with the nominative case singular neuter gender. But in English translation, even in Myanmar translation also will be with the, so such a forest dwelling man should pay respect to the Sangha in this way. So that is the usage of the future passive participle form. And also the other informations are actually we have already learned that. When we use that future passive participle as a passive, at the time, agent one will be with the instrumental sense, instrumental case or, genitive in the passive pattern. So now Bhuidabha with the instrumental things, or instrumental subject, so frequently used in the sense of it must be, or he must be, or one should ought to be. Now that example we have already done. Maybe in your handout also, the door, open the door, but not that one. So not included in your handout, but I already provide that one. Future passive participle. Oh, okay. So mijat di newa Bhuidabha. So the last one. So Bhuidabha used with the instrumental or the thing or person. So it must be or one should or ought to. Yeah, mijat di newa Bhuidabha. One should be indifferent. Or so Visoji daya idaya Bhuidabha. This must have been mixed with poison. But here no person. But person with the instrumental case also. I already provide this example. So Aranikena Bhikkhuna, that is subject, but with the instrumental case, because the verb is in the impersonal mood or impersonal vibes. So that is why. So okay, these are the usage of those future passive participle forms. So we are learning the syntax of the other cases. So under the syntax of the other cases, we have been mainly 4 items we have learned. So the first one is syntax of adjective we already, and syntax of the pronouns, and then now syntax of the verbs. Under the syntax of the verb also those present tense, future tense, past tense, imperative, objective, conditional mood, those gerund, infinitive, and participle. We have learned completely. Now time to learn the syntax of the indeclinables. So the last items. So in Pali, that those indeclinables are also sometimes a bit complicated to understand there. So that is why. So under the syntax of the indeclinables, the first one is yatha and the datha. So the yatha and the datha, in the In the commentary also, sometimes yatha explained as the, yena, or maybe yena bakarina or yena karanina based on the contextual meaning, and so on. So that means in what way or in what reason. Maybe in what way simply. Or in what way or in what manner. So in Pali, when we use ya, there will be ta. Even though not included directly, but the meaning should be understood. So at that time, the ta, yata and the ta, in what way, in that way. But so in this scholar translation, those yata and the ta together, they translate as like the S. So S means simply in what way, in that way or that, in this way. So in this way also can be found there. So that is why, that yata, that ta, based on the context can be understood. So maybe in Pali make easy also. So yata, so ahanjanami. So tata hankaromi. So that means I do as I know. Or I say. So yata hanjanami. So as I know. So the ta ahang karomi I do. So I do as I know. Or yata hanjanami the ta ahang. So vadami I say as I know. So in this way, the meaning of the yata and the ta. So only as can be understood. In Parliament easy also you have already learned that. And also, sometimes that yata and the ta, so can be found. So as a simile. So at that time, so yata, after that the upamana, simile. After that the, the ta, the compared one, upameya we call it. What is compared? So upamana means simile. So compared, such a usage also can be found. So at that time, instead of the ta, sometimes the, A1 also can be found there. So yata data or yata A1, so and so on. So that is why, the usage of the ya and ta in Pali. So ya and ta. So they are belonging to the pronoun. But after that, so, after ya, when we add the, ta, maybe a kind of the surface, they are, considered as an indeclinable because we cannot decline like the yata, yata, ya, yata, ya, yata, bi, and so on. No, but never. So that is why they are indeclinable. So yata and the data, and also yada and the dada, and then yata and the data. So in this way, and connected with the that. So the other one is, Yawa and the Dawa. So such a usage also can be found. So under that here, so list of them. So yata is yata so, and yawa so long, dawa that long, or maybe together as long as. And yata when, that then, or yata when, that there. So that is, just simply meaning, but based on context can be changed. Their meaning also. Sorry. Now, example for them. So in your handout already provided, I think. So let's go to your handout. So syntax are indeclinable. So like the yata, s, theta, so yawa, and the dawa. So, here also not example directly. But many examples, even in the Parliament, easy also. And then now the second items. So second items is ja. So that ja also we need to understand why. So the meaning of ja is actually and. So in English, only one time we use man and woman. But in Pali, 2 times. The Buri Soja and then 80 ja. But the meaning is the same, man and woman. So to understand clearly. And also, in English, instead of using and, so for example, man, so as well as woman. So for that, in Pali, so Buri so Jewa 80 ja. So Jewa is ja and the Ewa. To get the emphasis, just Ewa is added. So they use the ja in this way, Jewa and the ja. So man and woman. So Buri so ja, 80 ja. And so man as well as woman, or men, so either man or woman, so that's an also. So now that Buriso Jiwa 80 ja. So sometimes this sentence also can be understood. So either a man or a woman. So sometimes that sentence also can be understood that jiwaja. So related to that, so in English, negative sense, neither a man nor a woman. So for that in Pali, instead of using ja directly, so Newa Buriso and the Na 80. So such a usage also connectably should be, understood. So usage of ja in this way can be, widely understood. Okay. So the rest are for next time. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.